Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for January 14th to 28th. Before I get to the forecast, I'm going to talk about what's going on. Other things will affect the pattern other than the polar vortex that we've been talking about. We have a moderate La Nina, and the SOI index is showing good coupling of the oceans and the atmosphere for La Nina. Then there's the MJO, and we're looking at it right here, the MJO wave. However, the MJO is stuck on the Indian Ocean and is not in a hurry to move across the Pacific. This could mean that the extreme cold will have difficulty holding when the blocking across northeast Canada shifts and weakens. Blocking over the northern Atlantic and northeastern Canada combined with the upper high along the west coast is forecast to keep the southern branch storm track active and refusing the pattern to go completely mild in the east. Later next week, the upper high in the west could shift further west over the Pacific. The cold will dump into the plains and then start dumping into the Rockies with the La Nina progression pattern carrying the cold at times to the east. And we'll see that here in the pattern that we have here. Let me go to the maps. And you can see what I'm talking about here. And this is for the 14th to the 18th. And we have this ridge. See, it's kind of shifting to the west. But for now, the flow remains stable with a western ridge and eastern trough, and a trough over the northeast Pacific with above normal heights across Canada and the North Atlantic. And we have our trough right here. You can see it. So we'll go to the maps now. A deepening trough in the eastern U.S. in the eastern late this week will result in low pressure to track into the Great Lakes and the Northeast, pushing a cold front to the East Coast on Friday. So we'll go to the 14th. Here's our low that we're talking about here. And you can see here's the front. Little moisture associated with it. Having trouble with the maps. Okay, so the front is right here, and I'll kind of draw it if I can. The front will be kind of like going like this, and that will progress eastward. Wait a minute. And that will progress eastward in time, as you see. Let me go back to the pointer. And you can see the front. Now we have another low here developing here over there, and then that could bring some precipitation according to the GFS, probably over the weekend. It's a lot to be told, and then the colder air moves in, and you can see the I'm having trouble here. Hold on. And you can see the 540 line is down here across the Gulf Coast. So that's when the cold air really moves in over the weekend. And this will spread precipitation across the Great Lakes Northeast and the vicinity later in the week and the weekend, which I just showed you. The next Pacific system will arrive into the west, bring another round of precipitation to the northwest. The system deepens in the Rockies this weekend, so we'll go back a little bit here. Here's the system here moving in. And over the weekend, this precipitation will spread from the Rockies and expand to parts of Texas and lower Mississippi Valley. We're going to look now for the period for January 19th to the 23rd. And a zone of flow, a nearly zone of flow. The flow will transition to a nearly zone of flow. You can see right here. Nearly zone of flow. We have a ridge here. Trough, broad trough across much of the country. Above normal heights here. And we still have above normal heights across the North Atlantic and Eastern Canada. But the ensembles aren't really agreeing with this. And this is the European weeklies, and it's showing above normal temperatures across much of this area here, and anomalies of 2 to 5 degrees above normal will be possible. Below normal temperatures are forecast here, with anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to go and look at the period for January 24th to 28th. And there's not much change here. Most of them are showing a broad trough here, but what we have here is this ridge building across Alaska and a trough across western North America, but we also have a trough here over the Northeast, as some of the models are showing. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures for the west with anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal. Above normal temperatures here with anomalies could be greater than 4 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, still calling for below normal precipitation for this area here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. And then we have above normal precipitation for this region. Probability of occurrence is 35%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for January 14th to 28th. Thanks for coming to Jim Only's World of Weather, and have a good day.